So whenever I'm seeing a patient and we're talking about their weight, we often see some weight fluctuations, movements between a couple of pounds. So we call that weight fluctuation, and we go over what might be impacting those fluctuations. We discuss sodium intake, also known as salt. The general recommendation is staying under 2,300 milligrams. If you end up eating a little bit higher sodium for the day, it might increase fluid retention because that salt's going to pull water. So it's nothing to be concerned about. It's excreted through the urine once you increase your water intake. Carbohydrates are also a common food that causes some increase in water retention. They retain about 3 grams of water for every gram of carbohydrate, which isn't really something we think about, but it's something to be aware about whenever you do see an increase on the scale, because if you ate a meal a little bit higher in carbohydrate, then you'll have increased water intake, but it's not something you should be concerned about. You shouldn't avoid it. They're needed for normal energy. So the body is made up about 60 to 70% of water, and it's needed for, the body to function correctly. So general recommendations for getting enough water, preventing dehydration, around 2 to 3 liters, and we recommend our patients get 64 ounces. So whenever you're doing any kind of strength training, that breaks down the muscle fibers. So water's pulled into there to help them repair. So that's going to cause those increase in water weight. And then any type of activity that's causing you to sweat will cause loss in fluids. So that can also result in some fluctuations on the scale. So bowel movements, constipation, that's a common topic. Normal bowel movements range from anywhere from a couple times a week to daily, so it just depends on the person. But if you're not having regular bowel movements, it might lead to an increase on the scale because you're retaining all those fluids and, of course, the stool. So you just want to make sure that you're being regular, being physically active, meeting your fluid requirements, and getting adequate fiber, which is around 25-30 grams. Fiber sources are from like fruits, vegetables, grains, those kind of things. So all of those factors are going to be important. Women's monthly menstrual cycles can also cause some weight fluctuations. We experience bloating, swelling, that kind of thing, and it's usually from the fluctuations in our hormones. And once the cycle's complete, that fluctuation weight is going to come right back off. Another concern is sleep and stress. They both are going to impact that. So if you're not getting adequate sleep, stress, those are going to impact some hormones that may lead to increased water weight. So making sure you're getting 7 hours of sleep will help reduce that, and then trying to manage the stress to the best you can. So whenever we're talking about weighing in, we tend to recommend weighing only once a week or every other week. And then you want to make sure that you're also weighing in at the same time of day, wearing the same thing, so that way it'll help prevent any of those slight fluctuations and you're getting a more accurate number. Patients that tend to weigh every day, they're getting upset because they're like, why is the scale not moving? Or why is it going up a little bit? Rather than being frustrated with those day-to-day numbers on the scale, we want to look at the bigger picture. We want to look at those habits that we're making long-term, and we are seeing, weight loss over the long haul. We're seeing these habits that we're making. I have so many patients that I see that they love exercise, or maybe they love strength training now. They're eating healthy and they love it, and they say, Lori, I love what I'm eating. This isn't hard. I can do this. So we also have to focus on all of those things and helping you reach whatever goal that you have. And our whole team at TrueU is here to help support patients the best we can.